Alright guys, you're welcome back. You're still watching Hello Entertainment Box on Diaspora Network Television. And big shout outs to Rosie who just left our studios. Charlie, go stream her music, Don't play. She's a big talent, so go stream her music. Last week we actually touched on Ghana movie and their storyline. This week I promise you we're going to talk more, deep inside and, bring more revelations. And then, if there are any possible ways that we can solve it, we all discuss it on the show. So I have in the studios here, Titus was here last week, and he's back again looking all flashy and all great.
Thank you.
Hey, Charlie, how you doing?
Oh, today. I'll be going to church after the show. So.
Okay. But actually, I think I need to find a girl for you before we end the show.
That is very important.
So, guys, the girls watching, begin to send messages. Message. Just let me know if you're interested in this. Fine.
Yeah, he said something right now.
Okay, I have not introduced him, so I will not even listen to that one. I will not even listen to that one.
You should add my Momo number too.
No. Right now, you want to jump and get your number out there. Let me first get them before.
First of all, they should bring the money, then later get them.
Businessman.
Okay, welcome. The guy who is managing part of the management team of a girl I admire so much. Oh, Charlie, when is she coming? Zolla.
Very soon.
When is my artist coming to Ghana?
She'll soon be here.
Victoria.
Yeah, she'll soon be
Kimani.
here. Yeah.
The name self, the V. Zolla, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, bro.
Yeah, Charlie, I miss you. You said you've been running here and there.
LGBT.
No, I miss you on the show.
Oh, okay. I also miss you on the show. Last week, I had to fight Felix for not putting me on the show last week. Yeah, I had to fight him. So even today, I had to show him something small.
Yeah, that's necessary. We're going to talk about the storyline, but before that, I know you guys have heard that NCA has released a list of about 49 channels that they want to shut down. And I want us to touch on it small. These 49 stations, to the best of my knowledge, are operating already. Mm-hmm. So, what mechanism do the NCA have to check all this? Because some of them have been operating for years. Mm-hmm. And now you are bringing this whole thing that you want to shut down. Is it that the NCA is not really actively working? That is why all these people are operating? Or what is actually the problem?
Okay, so let me greet the viewers and then also move on to the topic. You see, it's very, very unfortunate for this thing to happen in our country. We live in a country whereby leaders or maybe pace setters most of the times want something to happen before they make a move. Mm-hmm. With the question you asked is a very laudable question because these stations have operated more than 10 years. Mm-hmm. And then who gave them the license? I stand to be corrected, but I read somewhere that they are not licensed. Mm-hmm. That's the main reason why they are closing it down. Mm-hmm. If they are not licensed, then how were they operating? Because we've seen the likes of Radio Gold and then other media house being shut down because of petty things. Mm-hmm. And then if a TV station or a media house is not licensed, it shouldn't take long for the NCA to know because it's just like owning a business. You need to pay taxes as well. So once you are not receiving receipts of taxes in your office, you should know that these stations are operating without license. So I kept asking myself, what caused this immediate shutdown? Was it because of the Kaswa incident? Was it because of the rampant complaining of this occultic and then Sikagari, this kind of complaints, was it because of that? The NCA and then most of these entities in our country are not helping us. Trust me.
Wow. You've been working with television, most of television stations. What do you think is the problem?
First and foremost, is it the NCA who shut it down, or is the BNI?
No. For shutting down, they have released
The NCA.
NCA released the list.
Okay.
But for the shutting down, we know of only one,
which has been,
only two,
which has been shut down.
Ice One TV and then Tender TV.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, Tender TV.
You worked there before.
Yes. I actually started Tender TV. Yeah. There's a situation here. The NCA, for me, from where I sit, I think it's like a toothless bulldog. Do you understand? Unless there's a political war, that's when they react.
So you are thinking this whole thing is about politics?
It's a political, a political thing.
But
because Ghanaians were crying for it.
Yeah.
Ghanaians were crying for it, and then the politicians had no option but to heed to the cry. So NCA had to come in to release the list. The list was released after the two channels had been shut down. Do you understand? So they should have released the list first. Then we know that NCA is doing it wholeheartedly. But right now it has become like it's an afterthought. It's an afterthought because shutting down Thunder TV, Ice TV, it's like you saying that, this woman belongs to a particular religious body. So when we shut it down, I think those religious bodies can stand up against the government. But they had to make it all round so that, it's not only Tender TV or Ice TV or something.
Have you considered the number of stations that are operating without license?
No.
And some of them have licenses, but they have not renewed it.
Yes.
And so immediately your license has expired, it means you don't have it.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know of any television station that is operating without a license.
Yeah.
We have some
you can't tell.
I'm coming. We have some bouquet licenses that people are
operating under those bouquet licenses.
Okay.
And for my information, one of the big bouquet that is holding on to a large number of the release list have been invoked by NCA.
So meaning that it has affected all of them. So that's good. Yeah, that's good. But if we are talking of renewal of license, I think that's one of the reasons for which Tender TV and ITV were shut down. If you are talking of renewal of license, then you have a point. But if you are talking of not having a license, no TV station will operate without a license. Trust me.
Okay, so but if you have not renewed, it means you don't have.
Yes, and if you have not renewed, then the NCA should not wait till a year after, because I learned it from March last year. Should not wait till a year after.
Must Ghanaians cry before they do their work?
That's why we all think that there's some political housing.
Okay, all right. Let's move on to our main topic. So actually, Zolla, I'm going to start with you because we were not here last week. We actually want to find out what's wrong with our movie industry, but we are touching on the storyline. How do you see Ghanaian movie and their stories?
Okay, so Ghanaian movies and their stories sometimes fall out in the sense that a story or maybe first 1 hour or 30 minutes of the movie might sound very, very good, but along the line you see it going off. Why is it so? It's so because most of these directors feel they need to compete themselves. Fine, competition is good, but you see, you shouldn't be in a haste to drop a movie or to shoot a movie because I have my cameras, I have this. You understand? Once you get a storyline off head, you need to probe, you need to learn. Most of our directors are not learning. They feel once they are able to write, they have their cameras, it's good. You see, our movies at a point became one way. Became one way in the sense that a movie will start with something like maybe someone helping another. to become someone great, some great personality in the future. But along the line, you see a ghost in it. Along the line, so many comedy.
So many comedy.
So many comedy. So moving away from
the main storyline.
The main storyline. And then there were certain stories that required the old age, but not dressing the new acts as old people to play that role. Fine, they can play that role very, very well, but you can't tell me I sitting here can play a grandfather role more than my grandfather in the village. No, you understand? So it's about we getting the right people to play a certain role.
That's the casting side.
Yeah, the casting side, and then also I heard I stand to correct it that most of these movie directors don't even write. They don't even give scripts out. You just sit down. Oh, Charlie, I have this idea. Charlie, when we do this, when we do this, then boom, they move to shoot. You understand? It doesn't make sense. You just have to sit down. See, I know of a director in Ghana here, Maoko. He shot Beast of Donation.
Okay, he did the casting director.
He did the casting director for Beast of Donation.
Yes.
How long? If he told me how long it took for them to even come out with the casting ideas and everything. You don't just wake up and be like, okay, I have this movie concept, so let me go out and just go and cast. It's about learning and then knowing that it's not only about the competition, or it's not only about the money. It's not only about selling content. It's about getting everything right. Storylines in Ghana here are being deviated each and every day.
Okay. Titus, we talked about a lot of factors. And then somebody, if I remember, was really talking about the fact that we have good story writers, but we don't have good script writers.
Yes.
How would you explain that if you agree with the person?
Okay, before I go to that, after the show, a friend of mine also called me. I was telling me that yes, I was basing my argument on storytellers, and because of that, it will confuse people. Okay. So let me clear that off. In a movie, in filmmaking, the processes of filmmaking, we have three main storytellers. We have three main storytellers: the writer, the director, and then the editor. That doesn't mean that we don't have other storytellers in there, but the main ones are the three: director, writer, and then the editor. And because we were talking of the story, that's why I was basing on just the writer.
So we are, actually people should understand that there are a lot of factors in film that we will be talking about in subsequent weeks. But we want to talk about script writing.
Thank you.
Scripts.
Thank you. So when I say storyteller, I am talking of the script writer in this situation, and not the director and then the the editor. Yet we haven't gotten there yet. Okay, now difference between a good story writer and a script writer. You see, stories and script have different formats.
Yes.
If you are writing a script, even if you are writing a script for stage, the format for writing a script for stage is different from screen. Even if you're writing a comical script for comic, the format is different. So writing a story is basically, you can just go off and then write the story how you want to write it. But when you're writing a script, you have to go according to the format. And that's where the problem is.
So if I get you right, for instance, if I know of a man and a wife situation and I want to put it into a story, I can just narrate it.
Yes.
How I know the situation or the story.
Yes.
In any form of writing, I'll just put it down. That means I'm writing the story.
Yes, you're writing.
Before we transform that
story
to screenplay.
Thank you.
And you will use the screenplay rather to shoot the movie. That's what you
That's
do.
it.
So in this case, if the guy is saying we have good story writers, but bad
script writers,
Do you agree?
I agree in a sense. Do you understand? I agree in a sense because from most of the script that we see, we realize that okay, it's not based on the approved format.
Okay.
Yeah, but in a way too, I will disagree a little because what's a script? A script is just writing a set of instructions for an actor to. So I can write something in my hand and show it to an actor, and it's a script. Yeah, but the format of the script comes in just to differentiate between the different levels of acting or stages of acting or different ways of acting. Some people can only act on stage. They are not comfortable with screen. Some people can only act on screen. In Ghana, we have a lot of screen actors, but they cannot act on stage. Yeah. So such a person, if you give the fellow a script, the fellow has to read through the script. So just imagine you've given somebody a stage script, a script for stage, and then the fellow is just a screen actor. After reading through the script and then later getting to realize that, oh, it's on stage, you've wasted the fellow's time. So you just see the format of the script. Okay, this for stage. Oh, please, I'm not, so that the fellow will not even waste the time reading the script.
Okay, before I come to Zolla, on this same thing, I have a good story. I've given it to you. That let's really clear the duties of a screenplay. It will make us understand more. What is the screenplay supposed to do when you have a story? Are you the one to give us the climax, the sequence of events in a story? You are is a duty. So explain to us the duty of a screenplay.
Okay. First and foremost, before I even go to that, one thing that filmmakers need to know is that yes, the most important thing in movies or films is the story, the script. Without the script, you cannot shoot anything. You see, so you cannot downplay the importance of the office of the script writer. It is because of the script writer that's why you can make a movie.
Okay.
Fine. Now, when the difference between a story and a screenplay or the script is basic. And then there's also a difference between the script and then the screenplay. Though I don't think that we want to go into technicalities right now. Just that for a script or a screenplay, we have something we call characterization. It defines a character very well.
Good. So defines a character
very well.
Per the story that I've given to you, okay, a man and a wife. So you are supposed to define the character.
Yes.
Whether the man is between 30 years, 40 years, he is working at this place, he's this.
Thank you.
You define the character.
Yes. Even the name you give to the character should match the character.
Okay.
It's not that easy.
Okay. So then, characterization comes in there. Okay.
Then we have something we call the plots. Yeah, the plot of you can have one major plot, or you can have multiple plots.
Okay.
Yeah,
plot the sequence of events.
Yes, you can say the sequence of events. Yes, but mostly when people want to do multiple plots in the script, that's when we deviate.
Yeah.
Just get one major plot, then you can play around it. When you're playing around it, you can have some subsequent plots in there, but make sure you don't deviate from the main one.
Okay.
We call it plot point A.
Okay.
We should not go into the technical.
This is why we are discussing.
Okay.
Technicality.
Okay.
I'm very glad he's touching on the technicality.
Yes.
Because for me, I'm talking from the perspective of a fan or a movie watcher.
Yes, great.
So you being a technical person or maybe a behind the scene person, you have to delve more into it because we are educating as well.
Okay. So Titus, I want you to get it that we are not just talking to the fans or lovers of movie.
Okay.
You know, somebody even called before we even started.
Yeah.
That's the person interest is there.
Okay.
So let's delve into what a screenplay is supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I believe in what the guy said last week. I actually believe in that because somebody can give you a bad story, but if you are a very good screenplay, you can play around it and give it a touch that eventually the backstory becomes a good story, a good screenplay.
Yeah.
You get it? So that's why I want us to delve into the technicalities very well.
No problem. No problem. So we've seen the the characterization, we've seen the plot, we've seen the sets of the script you are writing.
Okay.
You should be able to describe the sets, define the sets very well.
Okay.
Yeah. I said, if let's say we are shooting within DNT premises, right? The entire premises, as in, is DNT. It's for DNT. But as at this point in time, we are shooting in Jasmine Studio. Yeah, I said on the set of Hello Entertainment Box.
Okay.
Within the same Jasmine Studio, we have different sets.
Okay.
You should be able to define
it. So setting means the place and time of event. So we should be able to define the place
very well.
The timing.
Yeah, very well.
The timing that this actually happened in 1845 or 2020 or within those are part of all the.
I'll come to the the design aspect of it. I'll come to the design. We are talking of the set as in general.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is a set. Okay.
Okay. The set or not the setting.
The set. Now we have this in. What's the name? It has just escaped me right now. Art director. The art direction also comes in, where they also create the set, and they are also storytellers in a way, but their form of storytelling is
based on what you've written.
Yes, based on what you've written, or based on what the director has approved of. Yes, so they will also design a set. Their job is basically to design a set, a very beautiful set.
Okay.
Yes, so if this is a set that they've designed, this is a particular place within that set.
So the story should talk about the set of a story.
Of a story.
Or of the particular scenes
set.
Of
the particular
scene. Also describe that.
You cannot just say that Kweku Menu and then Yao Mensah were just walking and then they found money. Where were they walking? Where were they walking? Were they walking by the shore? Were they walking on the street? Is it a walk path? Where were they walking? So you should be able to, on the field, you should be able to define the place. You should be able to define the sets.
Okay. Let me allow Zolla to also come in. From the point of our caller last week, he says that, and that's why we've been discussing now, that he believes that Ghana, we have good storytellers, those who can give us stories about this. But when it comes to the screenplay itself, that is where we have the problem.
Yeah.
How do you see whatever we discussing right now?
He has a point. He has a point in a sense that, like I said, most of these directors or movie producers, first they only think about the income. So getting the right people to play a certain role perfectly, they will be like, okay, let me go in for a huge name that will sell my movie, and then give that person the lead role.
Thinking of the cast.
You understand? Thinking of it first. Maybe we have some young upcoming actress or actor coming up that can play that role very well for you to achieve whatever you wanted to achieve in your movie. But because they are thinking about the income or thinking about putting their name there as a director, I shot this movie, I did this, they would rather be selective of who they want. How many directors even do casting before they shoot in Ghana here? How many? They don't. Once they know there's an Yvonne Nelson, there's Elowe, there's a Kweku Menu, let me go for him. He has the clouds. He has the numbers to sell my movie. You understand? So let me just go in for whether he fits or he doesn't fit. And then we have to force the person to play that role. It doesn't make sense. So the person will also have to adjust his way of acting to fit
whatever it's giving.
You understand? And then like I was saying, he was talking about a script. But how many directors, renowned directors here in our country even give scripts to people playing a particular role? We don't. I've been to so many scenes of these Kume old movies, and then they just give them the chance to do whatever they like. So you could see so many cut, Charlie, because they've given them the upper hand to do whatever they feel like doing. And one thing also, most of them don't even learn on the job. Fine, someone might graduate from a movie school, you understand, and then feel like, okay, now I can shoot my movie. Your person might start very well, and then you get to a stage, a challenging stage, that you have to upgrade yourself. But they feel because I have a movie that is making me millions of dollars within a month, so it's okay, there's no need for me to learn. But you see, time keeps on changing. That's the main reason why we are crying now. We thought you could depend on Kumewood movie or our normal movie for long, but this is it. Now comedy is even selling more than those movies. Why? Because comedy is very short, and then once it's very short too, you can understand whatever they are trying to achieve in it. You understand? And then same thing applies to our movie. You, like I was saying, the first 30 minutes of our movie, perfect. But as time goes on,
they deviate
because they don't take their, like I was saying.
I'm coming. He has made 2 points. You understand? The first one was about casting, basically how to cut. There's a reason for which we describe characters in a script.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
There's a reason for which we do that. We just don't
describe just like that.
We just don't introduce a character without describing the character. So, if you are a director, you're a producer, after the script has been written, you see, give me a couple of minutes. Now, you have your story. You're a producer, you have your story, and you have employed me to write a script for you. After I have written the script and handed it over to you, even the process for which I write the script is also a different decision on its own. But after I've written the script and handed it to you, that's not it. We are not done. Because you have to look for somebody who will doctor the script. You see, or if I have somebody who will doctor the script for me, I will just give to the fellow. But because of trust, so if you, the producer, you have somebody who will doctor the script, fine. Before now, you get the director involved. So when the director comes in, he is also now going to do treatment on the script. And during the treatment, after he's done the treatment, then the director locks the script. When we say a director locks the script, it means he has numbered the script. When he numbers the script, it means that is what we are going to shoot, come what may. If there will be any changes, it will be less than 10% in there. Then after that, we are not done. You have a series of production meetings, and one of those production meetings is the script conferencing. You see, so we have a lot of process, and then I'm saying this because it is very, very important. We have 3 stages of production. We have the pre-production, production, and then post-production. The pre-production is basically about the script, and after the script is done, preparation. So script and preparation. And we all know that if you don't prepare adequately, you will flop. You see, if you don't prepare adequately, you will flop. So we need that preparation process to go on very well before you go on set. You see, then the second point that he made was
characters.
Oh, we've spoken about the characters. So there's a reason for which we do characterization. So directors.
So the point that you're explaining very well. So if we go according to the script as being described by the script writer or the one who did the screenplay, it means that it has to define the character. And the casting director should cast somebody who fits into the same description made by the script writer. And what do we see now? So definitely we will talk about casting too, which will be a topic on its own. So most of the challenges that we have is that we don't really cast according to what the script writers
see, most of these directors or movie producers write script having names of head. They even include the names while writing. So automatically they have to go in for those people.
I remember some time ago, let me do some confession. I showed you a script of mine some time ago. What was it? I think Bakota Forest or something like that. When I was writing that script, I had the cast already in mind. Yeah, I had a cast already, but it's been a couple of years. So now I cannot use those casts. So means I have to create. So that's the problem that he has highlighted. So that one at times people should be able to.
Regardless if they can play that.
All right, so I just want to let my people know we've activated our phone lines, and you can also send us a message to our WhatsApp number. Whatever you want to say concerning what we are discussing here, you are allowed to bring your views. I have my first caller on the line. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Please, your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Gentle. I'm from Muslim. I called a while ago.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the one that
you guys are discussing about the movie industry. You know, this Ghana movie industry, I don't know. I sent a DM on you guys that they are making Ghanaians to look like illiterate. Like they don't understand English. Meanwhile, almost most of them understand English. They add the movie with their local language. And that doesn't make the movie go far.
No, it's a language has nothing to do with the quality movie.
You just have to get a subtitle, that's all.
You know, some of the movies they act right now, they are acting it with people that doesn't have the talent to this thing, like to act in the movie over there.
Okay.
All what they know is about, you know, most of the movies are just about quarreling and insulting. Most of it just that's all what these local movies are all about. I don't know.
Okay. I really get your point very well. Thank you very much for contributing.
Can I say something?
I have a long message here. Okay.
He has reminded me of one other problem. You understand? Some of the mistakes that we writers we do is that when we are writing, we give a lot of dialogues to the characters to recite or to say, which is not supposed to be so. The trick is that, yes, if what the actor is going to say, if the actor can act it out, then it's better you don't say it. This is movie, not a radio station whereby you'll be talking.
Okay, but that's a problem. That means we don't use the script. Because I have not seen any script writer who will say, "Oh, now let me pick this and go and place it in the frame." The person will describe it with the action.
Action. That's it.
But in our film, we would
because give them script.
Because we are talking of the script writers. That's what I'm saying. Just in case a script writer is there, and you know that yes, you can describe this instead of using your mouth to say it. Forget about it. Just act it out. But that's the problem we have in Ghana. Most of our movie actors, and let me sway a little. Most of our actors came from that background, whereby, especially with the Kumawu side, whereby most of them were doing what we call the concerts, which was a comic side, and then comedy. So because of that, most of them used to speak a lot.
Yes.
So when they
transformed from
transited into the movies, that was part of them.
Okay.
You see, that was part of them. So that's where the problem is. But in filmmaking, if we mute you the character and nobody can understand what you are acting, then you failed. So let's say we are talking and then just say we are here acting and then okay.
Let me talk to another caller. Okay, all right. So continue.
So let's say we are talking and then in case somebody is watching the television and then decides to mute me.
Okay.
And what I'm saying,
for instance, Charlie Chaplin.
Thank you. Mr. Bean.
They
were not talking. They were not talking. But you understand whatever
they were doing.
But we watch Indian movies and we don't even understand their language. And at the end of the day, we understand the story.
So that's the main reason I was saying language shouldn't be a barrier. Language shouldn't be anything at all.
Of course.
It should, in as much as we want to breach the language bit, there has to be something called subtitle. Once there's a subtitle, clear. And then that shouldn't be the main factor why our movies are not.
Yes.
It's about the script and then the rules they are being played.
Okay.
That's all.
I have a very long message from Richie. Richie, a bad script can end your career as an actor or actress. Remember, there is difference between storyline and scripting. And scripting a story is the most difficult department as far as movie production is concerned. A good script writer can even polish a bad storyline. The same way, a good storyline can be destroyed when you don't get a good script writer. TP, please hear if you say TP, nobody will know. Sammy, just look at the comedy videos on YouTube. They talk and talk without any plot because they shoot with bad script or even without script until they recognize the importance of script writers. Ghana movie will not resurrect again.
I agree. Yeah, because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something here.
Okay.
I made some research into this in Bollywood scripting and then Hollywood a little. Yeah, so if you employ me to write a script for you, I have 3 sources of income that I make out of the script. Yeah, so first and foremost, yeah, so we will have to determine even the budget of the script. So you know that you are doing a script for 200,000 cedis. Yeah. So I'm writing the script based on that 200,000. And so at the end of the day, you have to give me about 2 or 3%. That's for Hollywood. That's it. In Bollywood, it's 2 to 5% of the entire budget. Yeah, so you give it to me, and that's not it. After that, I'll have to also get my royalties. After that, depending on me, how I can bargain, and how good I am with my script, I can also still fight for more percentage per every copy that is sold.
That's the importance of a script writer.
Let me ask this question. How many movie producers or directors even hire the services of a script writer? They feel they can do everything themselves.
That's another problem. Every director in this country
writes his own script.
Writes story. Every director.
You see, and not even going closer to a colleague and be like, Charlie, I've written this, so help me edit. No, once they finish writing, they think that's the best. And then, boom, let's go on set.
For that, I think the problem here is the trust issue. Every director is supposed to.
Okay, so you see, I brought in this because of the royalty bit and then whatever percentage you're talking about.
Okay,
you see,
that's great.
Once there's any agreement, or maybe the producer or director is ready to work openly with someone, this is it. For the trust bit, before you hand over something to a scriptwriter or something like that, there has to be something like an agreement.
Agreement, yeah.
Once there's an agreement, what's called trust? Why must you even complain about trust? Because I know I'm working with you based on paperwork, and then the contract there binds. You understand? So there's no way you can even take my content and then take it outside there. You understand?
I get.
But in our space, one man chop, one man everything. So he has to be the director. He has to hold camera. You go on certain sets, you see the same person holding camera, the same person directing, the same person writing the script, the same person doing the rounds for everything. So the moment that singular person isn't around for, let's say, 2 minutes or 5 minutes, everything will get messed up.
Some time ago, Willie Ekufu said something that yes, in Ghana we are not doing film making. What we are doing is the guerrilla way of film making. Yeah,
and it's true.
So, if we still continue doing this guerrilla way of filmmaking, then we will not get the investment to be able to hire the right people to do the right things.
Yeah. All right. I've really enjoyed myself. Very good discussion. I know if our people are watching us, basically I will say that at the beginning of every good film starts with a script. And that is where we actually having a lot of problems. A lot. And even if most directors are giving good scripts, they will actually add addendums and also do it like, I don't know, go their own way, thinking that they are even more clever than the script writers.
Yeah.
A lot. Most of the things that Titus touched about on, especially with the props and things that are involved, the setting and all that are involved in the scripting, before a movie they finish shooting a movie in Ghana here, it becomes totally different from what the script writer has given to them to shoot. The cars described will be used, they'll be using different things. The house described everything, like the even if there's a particular costume being described by the script writer, the person will not, the director is going to do it according to what he feels, and they ignore what the writer gave out to them. So a lot of things need to be done about our scripting, and I'm very glad that we've started with this discussion. Hopefully next time we'll talk about the producing aspect of wow.
So I think, Sammy, I have this from One Afrique Juice and Beverages, and then this our new product. So I just came on set today to present it to you for you to have a taste. Because this is the new juice in town, the new beverage in town.
Okay.
And then we've got flavors. This is the grape, we have the watermelon, we have the soursop, we have about 5 flavors. We have the cocktail, which is 5% alcohol.
But this one is?
This one is the grapes.
Non-alcoholic?
Non-alcoholic.
Okay.
So
but before I drink,
Yeah.
promise me you are going to bring a sponsorship on this show.
No.
We will play
It's
like...
not an issue at all. It's not an issue at all.
That's
the main reason why I brought it here.
Okay.
And then there's another one as well, which is from Pinaman Cosmetics.
Okay.
You need to look good. You need to smell good.
Okay.
As a guy, Charlie, you need to get certain kind of perfumes,
Oh,
spray.
please.
You understand? And then ladies do some shower gel, some pomade. The ladies suffering from stretch marks and then dark spots. When you contact Pinaman Cosmetics, we have all those kind of things. So moving forward, we'll bring them on board.
Bring them here.
You understand?
And I'm going to taste this, guys.
And then one thing I one Africa, so
Juice.
one juice.
One
One
juice.
thing too, I also want to add this. When you buy, this is 5 CD. So any purchase you make, we deduct 50 pesos from it, and then we use it as humanitarian jobs to support the less privileged, and then as well.
That's
Pinaman Cosmetics as well. Any product you buy from them, they take 50% off their product just to support the less privileged. So let's.
All right, try and do your best and let's.
But we'll come on board, don't
worry. They'll be on board and we'll make the noise.
No problem at all. No problem. Once you have me, you have everything.
Are you the one going to test it?
Oh, but we are here together.
That's one thing.
Don't worry.
Next week I'm going to
You know
sort you
we'll
out.
do it.
I'm going to
know
sort you guys
do it
out.
our way. Okay. All right. So it's been fun.
Let me wrap up and then because I need to put my social media handle.
Yes.
Out here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wrap up
Yes,
quick for me.
first and foremost, to every script, this in a filmmaker, the script is the most important thing in filming. That's the story, right from beginning to end. Yes, so make sure you get it right. Okay, make sure you get it right. Yes, I am the CEO of Titee Multimedia. Yes, just go to my YouTube page and then subscribe. I need the subscriptions. Very, very important. So just
T.
Triple T. The Triple T is hyphenated. Yes, get in there, subscribe. Give me a lot of subscriptions.
Don't go and write TTT. Triple. You spell
Triple.
Triple.
That's
and then
TRIPLE hyphen T.
Okay.
Yes.
Triple
That's
T.
my name anyways.
All right.
Titus Tete. I see it. That's what
Okay. Titus Tete. All right. Thanks to Zolla.
Yeah.
Guys, you guys have been amazing. Thanks to my superstar Rosie, who passed through the show. Let's go and subscribe to her channel. Follow her on social media, Rosie Music. Let's support this great talent, amazing talent of all. All right, so thanks to my technical team. You guys are amazing. Next week, hopefully, we come back again with another beautiful discussion. But I'm promising movie lovers that we're going to delve into the problems that's affecting the movie industry. Remember, I'm a movie director myself, but well, we need to do what we can do to help shape the industry, and hopefully you guys will see a product of mine any moment from now on your screens, and you will know why we are doing what we're supposed to do. Okay, so catch you same time next week. The girls are ready with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Make it a point and watch them exactly 8 o'clock. I'll be back next week.
We're out.